Join us for a baby-led weaning lunch of tortilla pizza. So we're using the What Mummy Makes Us recipe book, and the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, 1 teaspoon of garlic infused oil. I didn't have any, so just used olive oil. 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of mixed herbs. I didn't have that, so I just used oregano, and then a handful of, well, not a handful, but some cracked black pepper. You then stir that together, and I'm using 4 mini tortillas, but you can use 2 tortillas, and then you spread that around and leave about a 1 centimeter gap around the edges so it can get nice and crispy. You then add your cheese. We chose dairy-free cheese, but that's just because Bowden has a milk allergy. And then cook that for roughly 10 minutes on 180 in the oven. I only cooked mine for 7 minutes, and mine came out really nicely. I think they may have been a bit overcooked if I'd left them in for longer, but you just eyeball it. I then cut them into triangles and served them to Bo like this, just on their own, and he got to gumming away at those straight away. They tasted really nice. I ended up having the 3 and Bo just had 1. And it was really nice to actually share a lunch, because this baby-led weaning journey has been a lot of food waste. So it was really good to be able to both share a meal. He seemed to really enjoy it. They're really quite tasty, to be honest. And he just kept, munching away at them. I had to make sure that he had no distractions today, as he does get distracted by the TV, by the cats, by leaves blowing outside. So he then decided that because I'd taken away all distractions, his new distraction was going to be throwing the food around. So that became a game. Food became toys, and he just wanted to keep throwing it on the floor. And that was absolutely fine. You know, he's just learning to eat, and, you know, food is fun at this point. So, yeah, he had about half a tortilla, I would say, and he left the rest on the floor. I could tell he was finished here because he just kept pushing it away and wanted to play with it. But I thought that was good, and I would say give it a go.